Welcome to HAWKSCOUT, where I scout out the latest tech rumors and tech releases in the film industry. I'm your host Adonis, and in this episode we talk about two new cameras, one from Panasonic and one from Canon, and superpowers? So Cinegear 2017 did not disappoint. Canon and Panasonic came out swinging this year, and I'm so happy. So let's start with Canon. Yes, Canon, the ones that I was complaining about earlier this year, about not being on board, not listening to your customer base. You started to listen. Canon C200. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Let's talk about some of the specs. So not only does this camera shoot 4K, it shoots DCI 4K at 60 frames a second. So consumer 4K or Ultra HD is 3840 by 2160. DCI 4K is 4096 by 2160. So just a little bit wider for that cinematic look, obviously. And on top of that, also shoots 120 frames per second in full HD, that's 1920 by 1080. Now they did give us a new compression format called RAW Lite. So it's very similar to shooting RAW, but it has a little bit more of a compression to it, so it can store more on something like a CFast 2.0 card. Now probably one of the best features about this camera is its amazing autofocus that they brought over from the 1DX Mark II. And if you've ever used or seen Canon's dual pixel autofocus system, it blows everything away. Like, it shits on everybody's autofocus system, period. Now, color depth for the videos are 10-bit. However, there is a 12-bit at 30 frames a second in 4K. Guys, if you don't understand how, I'm gonna put it here. That's the difference between 12-bit color and 10-bit color and 8-bit color. Keep in mind, all of your smartphones shoot in 8-bit. Almost every mirrorless camera besides the new GH5 shoots in 8-bit color. Guys, this is massive. They gave us a new monitor, a new grip, a new handle, everything that makes this camera more versatile for either things like a Ronin or putting it on a drone or being able to customize it exactly how you want to use this camera. Not to mention the battery. Guys, Canon is so good at batteries and their battery life. And this is no exception. You don't have a big V-mount battery on the back of it. It's just one of Canon's proprietary batteries. You know you're gonna have good battery life out of it. I'm lost for words. Now, it's $7,500 US. It's not extremely cheap. However, what you're getting for an indie filmmaker, this is outrageous. Like, most cameras that deliver this kind of quality, you're paying $15,000, $20,000 for. Nuts. So earlier this year, Panasonic releases the GH5, shits on the industry again in the mirrorless camera game, 4K, 60 frames a second, 10-bit internal color codec. I mean, guys, how do you top that? Oh, I know. You come up with another camera. Now, if you didn't know, Panasonic has another line of cinema cameras called VariCam, and their entry level for that line is $25,000. But as an indie filmmaker, we don't just have $25,000 just sitting around. So they took a VariCam LT and a GH5 and had them make a baby. And they gave us the EVA 1. And this is unreal, guys. Like, oh my God, this is crazy. So again, super small and compact, check. Has dual SD card slots, check. 4K 10-bit 422 recording, check. Oh, and that 4K is also at 60 frames a second, check. But do you remember when I said Canon shoots 120 frames a second in full HD? Well, not this camera. We shoot 240 frames a second at 2K. What? Also, this does have a Canon EF mount and a Super 35 sensor. Get at your boy. Get at your boy. And the reason why that's so fly is Canon's library of glass is massive. Not to mention the third-party support for the EF glass line. So glass makers like Sigma, Rokinon, things like that. You have a ton of different lens selections for this camera. Now, the most beautiful part about this is the sensor itself. You have a 5.7K sensor. Let me say that again. Hold on. 5.7. Oh, 7. This is nuts. So what they do is they downscale the 5.7-inch resolution full readout of the sensor, and when you scale that down, it's automatically 4K. So you're getting 5.7K resolution in a 4K image. This is magic stuff. And on top of that, they give us dual native ISO. So let's say I shoot outside or I'm in a well-lit scenario like I am in here. I set it at my regular base ISO it gives me the best image quality that I can possibly get for the camera. But let's say I don't have really good light. Let's say I'm shooting at night with just street lights or whatever ambient light that I have. Now, if I use that same ISO, the image will still be clean, however, it'll be extremely dark. So all you would do is switch over to this other base ISO that's kind of designed for low light situations to get that super clean image, but still have all this detail in low light. And as an indie filmmaker, not having to carry around multiple cameras in a scenario like this, ask Jeremy, he'll probably tell you it's beast mode. Now, Panasonic did not release any official pricing, but they did say it's probably gonna be around $8,000, which would kind of fit that market anyways. You have the new C200 that I just talked about, FS7 Mark II, you have the Ursa Mini Pro. That whole lineup is around that same cost, delivering variable performance. But I don't know, guys, I think this is my favorite in that space. If you guys are indie filmmakers, and you guys have that kind of money to spend on a camera, which one are you guys interested in? Let me know in the comments down below. Now for the question of the month. So last month I asked if you could pick two characters, whether it be anime, comics, anything, any kind of media, two characters, who would you battle in a minute matchup? And some of the answers were really dope. So Scorm says Mega Man versus Samus. That would be super fly. We have John Tripp saying Thor versus Wonder Woman. That would also be a really dope demigod fight. That would be super tight. We have one from Umar Sheriff saying Red Hood versus Daredevil. That would be pretty fly. And I gotta say, Raven versus Scarlet Witch would be super tight. Danny would probably hate the VFX that goes into that, but it'd be such a dope video. So this month's question is this. If you could pick any superpower or any superpowered race, which one would you pick? Let me know in the comment section down below. I know personally, your boy would be saying, because that's how we get down, training to beat Goku. Hashtag. Now also quick update, we will be at VidCon the 22nd through the 24th in Anaheim. So if you guys are in California and you want to see the Ismahawk crew, we will be there. I'm flying from Australia on the 21st to get to the States on the 21st. Yes, that's that time travel life. But yes, we will be there at VidCon. So if you're gonna be there, hit us up, follow us on social, make sure you guys check us out. It's gonna be super fun. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and have those notifications turned on because we have a lot of big projects coming, guys. Like, if you guys only knew what's coming, oh man, make sure you're subscribed, make sure. Also, if you guys like this video, hit that like button, show your boy some love. Until next time, guys, stay scouting.